All right, guys, thanks for everybody jumping on. I think we're about at time, so let's go ahead and get started now. We want to be able to do something that we're all very excited about. This comes from back from at the time when IBI was actually merging with TIBCO. In those exciting times, this was one of the first topics that caught my eye. I know something that the CEO Dan Streetman mentioned in a number of articles he had. And kind of even before that time, that was TIBCO's focus on where they were heading from the analytics side of it. And that is the term hyperconverged analytics. Maybe a new topic for a lot of you guys, at least from a terminology standpoint, of hyperconverged analytics. But I think all the things in this are going to be very familiar to you. It's just being able to walk through kind of what TIBCO and Amtex as a partner for TIBCO, what our focus is on how we're kind of looking at analytics moving forward. And something we're really excited to talk about today again, we feel like this is the way things are heading. So let's jump right in, and I'll quit blabbing just to kind of give you a short agenda. First thing Porter's going to do is kind of talk about what is hyperconverged analytics. Again, this big long term, what does it actually mean? Some of the things that is going on in the products or the products that are involved with it, history and success stories from it. So he'll give you a good feel for that. After that, we wanted to kind of keep things fun. We're going to do kind of a whiteboarding session to kind of walk through, again, just generally why is hyperconverged analytics important. And then Aiden will do some live demo to kind of show you some of those things in action, which I know everybody likes to see the actual products doing these things that we're talking about. And then we'll kind of go back and forth a little bit, but we won't make people dizzy, I promise you. It will be hopefully a fun activity, again, give you a better view of what hyperconverged analytics is. And then again, just to kind of tie things up, we'll talk about a couple of different use cases. We're going to be doing the demo from a retail perspective, but the actual use cases for hyperconverged is across all industries and across all even departments within your industry. So we'll talk about a few of those again, just to kind of help tie some of this together with different parts of it. And then at the end, as we always do, we'll have open Q&A, and we'll talk about that in a second about how you can do that. Always like to be able to hear people's questions, what you guys have during the sessions and after. And then, of course, always the best part of this is the card giveaway. Some Amazon card giveaways that all you have been used to as part of this, and looking forward to that as well. Again, just very quickly, just to kind of kick things off, if you're here and have been to these in the past, it's the same thing. If not, very quickly, there is a Q&A panel. We ask that you, if you have any questions throughout, put those questions in that Q&A panel. It's something that somebody may address with you live on the screen while we're doing this, but we'll for sure want to address those at the end of this to make sure that everybody hears the questions and that all the things that we're talking about and hearing, that we get to be able to hear what your thoughts are on those. So please use that. There'll also be as the last one says, a survey at the end for feedback. We definitely want to hear, what was useful in this, what was not, things that you guys are facing that we can do, future sessions on. And again, as always, the actual giveaways will be at the end, as we mentioned before. Just to kind of do a quick introduction of the speakers for this. Porter, I guess, Porter needs no introduction. So Porter's worked for IBI for 20 years and came over to TIBCO after the acquisition and continues to thrive there. Now he's working as a product manager for Hyperconverged Analytics, and we're super excited and honored to be able to have Porter on there. I've worked with him for a number of years while I was at IBI, and super excited to have him on here. He's worked with a number of different products, and again, this is a perfect fit for some of the things that he's working on. So we're excited to hear from him more about the product. Aiden Ellesmere. Aiden comes to TIBCO as well as a data science solutions engineer. And again, you'll hear a lot of that with what we're doing here in Hyperconverged Analytics, with why we thought he'd be good to be able to show off the product. This is not all about data science, but it's definitely a key component of that as we talk about how do we take stream data, apply those models to it, and make live real-time prescriptions for the things that you're doing. And of course, I'm Tim Howard, Director of Sales for Amtex BI. And again, I've been on, I think, all of these that we've done in the past in some way or form. So unfortunately, you guys are still stuck with me. Worked for Information Builders, actually as a customer for about 10 years, came on and worked for them for about 10 years as well in different capacities. Finally as working for their professional services group, and then came on to Amtex. It's been 2 or 3 years now, and having a lot of fun working as a partner with TIBCO. That being said, if you guys have been here before, you've seen this slide, but for anybody who's not, I just want to give you a quick overview to who Amtex Systems is, We are headquarters out of New York. We have an office in New Jersey as well, where a lot of our developers are at. But we have people both places and throughout the world. We have a large office over in India as well, in Chennai, and a growing one in Delhi. So we're a little bit international, and are proud to meet the needs of those clients no matter where they're at. I will say the one thing that I like on here that kind of describes us the most is we are a boutique partner, meaning we take the time to really dig in with our clients, know their needs, and provide very custom and partner solutions with them. So many of you go to boutique hotels or resorts when you go out and travel. We kind of figure ourselves as the same thing from a solutions partner, and truly take pride in that. And you can see all the years, and we've been partners with IBI now, TIBCO, for over 20 years in a number of different capacities, much of that being in professional services. And we've worked with a lot of people and been privileged to work with a lot of people from that partnership and others as well. So, and work in a number of different industries. Again, you can see the logo slide, and I won't go into this. You've seen this before if you've been on here before. Partners we're proud to work with. There is a huge list, and they would not let me show all the different screens that we have of this, but definitely this is something we're proud of. And that's because, again, our view of our clients is a trusted partnership where we work with them very closely. And we do focus on data analytics, data management, and the analytics projects. And that's been our focus, and one of the reasons why we've been such big partners with TIBCO and IBI in the past is because they have given us everything we've needed for that. That being said, and thankfully we're past that part,